Oh, I love these tracks. I hope the movie's as good as the music is.
This one definitely feels like Nine Inch Nails. What's up? I'm Seth Grant.
I'm Rick Grant.
Welcome to Cue the Score, brought to you by Paper Wings Music. We're brothers, we're composers, and in this podcast, we talk about music for movies, TV shows, and video games. And in this episode, we're going to be talking about the music from TRON Ares. Now, obviously, at this point, the movie hasn't come out yet, so we're kind of doing a blind react. We're going to listen to the music without the context of the movie, and then we're going to follow up after the movie comes out and give our final thoughts.
Yeah, so this episode, we're going to play a little bit of a game to see if we can predict what the tracks are going to be used for in the movie. And on another episode, we'll give our final thoughts and see who wins, who gets closer. I'm going to be player red because I'm an Aries anyways.
That makes me player blue, the better
Very
color.
Good. Ugh. I mean, I don't look good in red, but...
This was composed by Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross. So for anybody who doesn't know, Trent Reznor is the guy behind Nine Inch Nails, and Atticus Ross has been his creative partner in crime, so to speak, for quite a while. So together they've kind of built this wild reputation for mixing raw, industrial grit with emotional cinematic depth. They've scored everything from The Social Network to Gone Girl to Soul.
And I think they won an Oscar for Soul. Right?
Right, yeah, I believe they did. I think you're right. For somebody who's kind of come from this rock star background to come in and start composing music, I think really kind of gives him a unique perspective on music.
And so cool that we had such a unique experience with Daft Punk in the first one.
Yeah.
And now we get the same kind of treatment, but now from the Nine Inch Nails side.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's very exciting.
So I'm super excited this. Let's get into it. We're not going to go through every track, but we are going to go through quite a few of them. So we're going to start with track 1, INIT.
Meaning initializing, I believe.
Yeah.
Bro, this
is cool.
This is getting me excited.
I kind of see this as kind of a system wake up. This is like getting started, the start of the movie. This is the first song that you hear. You know, we get subtle glitches and clicks with these digital artifacts, and it gradually introduces this steady rhythmic pulse.
I mean, initializing, we're getting a little bit of a hint here. I love this like melody, boom, 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 with this dirty synth under there. The rhythm is so freaking cool.
Yeah.
My guess is, I think this is going to be like an introduction to the world. Let me show you the vibe that you're about to spend 2 hours or an hour and a half in.
Yeah, definitely. I think this definitely does a good job of kind of saying, okay, this is the digital world that we're going to be introduced to.
And I guess maybe introducing the digital world to the real world, because it seems like that's kind of, in the trailer at least, it looks like they're coming out.
Yeah, right, yeah.
And that takes us to As Alive as You Need Me to Be.
The way it makes me feel, infection. It's almost like a tongue on the back of my neck. I never had a choice, connection. I never had a chance to catch my breath. It's eating up the space between us. It's eating up all remaining time.
Oh,
ooh,
okay. This one definitely feels like Nine Inch Nails.
Yeah,
I mean, this is
I'm like
Nine
straight
Inch
on the
Nails
album
at its core, which I think one just plays extremely well to a movie like this. Obviously, I haven't seen it yet, but I think it's going to play really, really well to the style of the movie.
I really like the lyrics. I really like the instrumentation. One of my favorite parts is that interlude, the yeah, 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 yeah. And it has that kind of like vocoder kind of over it, modulated into it.
Yeah.
So it's got that like whatever.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is going to be such an awesome like song to sing in a group,
Yeah, no, it's cool. I think the vocals in this instance, in the premise of a digital world, kind of creates a human break, so to speak, inside of an otherwise synthetic domain or a synthetic world. So it'll be interesting to see where this is actually used in the film. All right, what's your prediction, and then I'll give mine.
Okay, I feel like the lyrics are speaking from his perspective, like whatever his name is, Ares, I guess.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is like his theme.
Interesting.
It's giving some personality. It's giving like kind of the things that he's going to be struggling with. I'm assuming, because I don't know the story, but
yeah,
I think it's going to be like kind of his theme.
Yeah, interesting. So I was thinking that this might be used for a moment of either emotional connection or revelation, some kind of early turning point. We've kind of been introduced to this world, and kind of here's the turning point that kind of gets the plot moving forward. We'll see.
All right.
Yeah.
That. Moving on to Echoes.
Echoes.
I really like this one, but I am a sucker for like pulled back, simple, kind of like pulling at the heartstrings. But this one is so cool because it's like it has that nice kind of peaceful, I don't know, emotional vibe, but it's creepy at the same time. It's got some off-kilter stuff.
Yeah, well, it's interesting because it is very much kind of a more ambient, almost ethereal. It's very spacey, but it's got that kind of detuned synthesizer in it.
Yeah.
Right? Which gives it a digital feel, but also kind of like, I don't know how to feel about this.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of this one. I really like this one.
Yeah.
Going off the vibe and the name, Echoes, I feel like this is going to be a time where he's going to be reflecting on him as a creation. Echoes meaning like he's the new version of the old, digital creations.
Yeah.
Kind of like giving that first like, well, you are sentient. So you're not human, but you're, that
you're not
kind of
human,
like,
but you're intelligent.
Yeah, that existential crisis part where he realizes, oh, yeah, that's my guess.
That's your guess? Okay. Yeah, it's interesting. This definitely feels kind of like one of those breathing room moments, right? Where could be used right before or after some kind of twist. That's what I think.
Okay.
That's my guess.
All right. I like it. Okay, then we go to This Changes Everything. I'm on a vibe right now, man. I'm really enjoying this.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'll say I really like that synth and boom, boom, boom. I really like that driving and that rhythm. Those arpeggios or whatever.
Yeah.
Creating such a cool vibe. Like, oh man, catwalk to that.
Yeah. I was going to mention the arpeggiated notes too. They're really, really cool. Those low just bum, bum. Those digital sounds that just cement the fact, we're in this digital world, basically.
Yeah. And you know what I really like with the arpeggios in the beginning? And this is a pretty common tool that people use for electronic music, but the synth in the beginning, is like one type of synth, and then the texture of it as it passes like from one left to right panning, it changes texture and gets like more gritty or more smooth. I love it when songs do that.
Oh yeah, that's so cool.
Like, oh, good. It's interesting what you said about build up, because I feel like this really builds things up, but not in a loud way, like in the music.
Yeah.
So it's interesting, and a lot of silence too.
Yeah. It's very rhythmically forward driven compared to kind of the more ambient track that we listened to previously.
Yeah. So what's your guess? What's your wrong guess?
What's my wrong guess? Well, considering that the name of this track is This Changes Everything, I'm going to guess that something pivotal changes in the plot. This is going to be an important part where everything changes.
Wow. Okay. All right.
I know.
So
deep.
So something changes in the plot. I think we're earlier on than that, and I think this is literally the company has introduced Tron Ares, Super Soldier, and now that he's gone and done like a test mission or something, I think now the world is like, oh, now that we have Tron Ares as like a tool, this changes everything.
Interesting.
That's my guess.
Okay. That's a good guess. I like it.
And then we're going to Infiltrator.
Infiltrator.
What could this be about? Dude, that bass line, like,
it's cool. It's cool. We got some more cool glitchy arpeggiators. Some cool glitchy arpeggios. Pads that kind of come in there. This one also has that strong rhythmic push. That tension never really lets go.
It definitely has that cool vibe, like whatever's on screen, you're following somebody with style, with swag, man. I think also, like, from Tron Legacy and Tron Ares, the most important thing for me, what we're seeing is everything seems to have a pulse, which I feel is just Tron.
I think that does two things. One, you're gonna get that pulse of electricity, right? But also, I think that can also play into the human aspect. So you're bridging that digital electricity pulse with that very real human pulse, right?
Like
and
heartbeat.
I think that this does a great job of kind of bridging those two worlds.
But the existential crisis of I'm a program.
Yeah.
But this electric pulse is my heartbeat.
Yeah.
But I don't have a heart. It's just a cool cool thing that it has.
Yeah.
I don't know how different our guesses are going to be on this.
I know,
but
this-
infiltrator, stalking somebody, like you're on the mission and you're like doing some recon. I mean, I can't imagine that's not it. But maybe you have a different guess.
Yeah, I think you're definitely right. The track is called Infiltrator. I can picture in my mind a sequence where someone is infiltrating something, whether it's infiltrating the grid, a fortress, a secure system of some sort. But yeah, something to that effect.
So then moving on to Still Remains.
Still remains.
Oh, I love these tracks. I love these tracks, man.
Very cool. It's
I
so
hope the
good.
movie's as good as the music is.
Yeah. Oh, so cool. We get another slow track, even slower than the first one. We have some sustained pads underneath it, almost mournful piano playing. Yeah, just really, really cool.
Yeah, I'm really impressed so far with, haven't seen the movie, but I feel like the soundtrack in general is very cohesive, so it all kind of fits in the same world, and each of those, I like that they keep coming back to this piano, synth, pads,
Yeah.
kind of for these emotional parts. Really cool. So I don't have a lot of extra to say on top of the other one, because the instrumentation is probably pretty identical, or close anyways. Just in the slightly different vibe, making a guess with the title as well, Still Remains. It can either mean like, I don't know, like like something still remains, or still remains. Right? Just to try and be different. And maybe he's encountering death in a way that it's not like an enemy. Death in that way that's more emotional to him.
I think this is definitely going to be a moment of reflection of some sort.
I think since we're so similar on like 2 tracks, I think on the tracks that were really similar, whoever's closer gets 2 points.
Okay.
If
Or
it's
we
like,
just tie.
well, I don't understand what you just said. Tie. What is that?
What does that mean?
So now going on to another pretty popular one. Who Wants to Live Forever?
I don't wanna be here anymore.
Please hold on to me. All of us are here to die.
Oh man. I think this is my favorite. I think this is my favorite by far.
This one's really cool. It's very simple. It's very elegant. Still lives within that digital realm, that digital world. Yeah, it carries an emotional weight to it.
Yeah, I really like the lyrics. The lyrics I feel like are really speaking to like somebody's point of view, and it is like so vulnerable. And I think I really like how his voice is really not like super manufactured or produced. It's pretty raw and not always perfectly like in pitch. It's a little gritty and not like perfectly beautiful, which I think adds to the vulnerability and the rawness of it.
Yeah.
And then contrasting with her voice, I am so glad. I would have liked it anyways, but I'm so glad they got her voice, whatever her name is, in there, because there's that.
Judaline. No, it looks like it's just Judaline.
Judaline's killing it. Yeah, I really like that they brought her in for it, because it creates that kind of innocent program kind of vibe. Her voice is so pure in contrast with his. I'm going to go like real specific, that there's like somebody that he cares about. I almost feel like maybe she dies here. I think this is going to be the biggest turning point, and now he's really having a change of his reality.
Yeah, my guess isn't too far off from that. I think you're right. I think either right after some big moment, somebody who he was close to ends up dying, and possibly for the first time, he's presented and confronted with mortality. That's my guess.
To be a little more specific between the last one and this one, because I kind of said something similar, I think Still Remains is going to be in the moment somebody died. Who Wants to Live Forever, I think, is going to be the aftermath.
Yes.
Contemplation part.
I agree.
Then we're moving on to Target Identified.
Target Identified.
Okay.
Oh, man. Thoughts?
So, Target Identified, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is definitely much more aggressive. The percussion is wild in this. Like the percussion and the rhythms of some of those synths back there.
Yeah.
There's so much dancing and it's so freaking cool. It's so rhythmic. And there's that Nine Inch Nails kind of like industrial clang, sounds in there.
Yep.
And that melody, so sinister. So sinister.
Yeah. It's aggressive. It's percussive. It feels urgent. I have some thoughts.
Okay, what are your thoughts?
Okay, so given that the last track felt very emotional, very almost like he was confronting these heavy feelings, I think this is kind of his, all right, you did something that I don't like, and now I'm coming after you. This is his new resolves, like, you're going down.
I'm on the same vibe, definitely. Like, I'm going against the company. That's what I'm going to say as a guess. And now he's doing his own thing. This has probably got some battle track in it.
Mm-hmm.
And in general, going through the soundtrack, I feel like the battle tracks in general in this are like cool.
Yeah,
right
I
on.
mean, so far we haven't had a whole lot of build-up or climax in a lot of these tracks. They're very just kind of
Tone setting.
Yeah. Yeah, so really, really interesting to see how this plays out in the actual movie. I'm kind of really excited to go see the movie and see how these work inside the film.
Okay. No going back. So this one, I think, is a instrumental only version of Who Wants to Live Forever.
Yeah.
So not much to talk about in new things other than always nice to have a version without the lyrics just to kind of bring a mood back.
Yeah.
Good use of themes. So I'm assuming in the film, as soon as you hear this again, you're going to get that gut check again.
Without the lyrics, though, it kind of gives a different vibe. It's not as heavy feeling this time around without the lyrics.
The feelings are still there, but it's more like resolved, like...
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely still very emotionally charged, but you're right. It feels much more resolved rather than that raw emotional feelings that we had before in the other track. After Target Identified, I think this is kind of the point where he did what he did. There's no going back now. What's done is done, and it's kind of changed the course of everything.
Yeah, I wish I had a different guess, but but Target Identified, killed him. No going back.
No going back.
Now the company's pissed. So now we go to New Directive.
New Directive.
Dang.
Ooh.
Dang.
Ooh.
Ooh, I really like this.
This is
I recognize that bum bum bum.
Yeah,
bum, bum,
yeah.
You know, I think that melody is coming back, so we have a recurring theme, but it's serving as like, this is our hero here, and he's taken things into his own hands.
Yeah. This feels very mission oriented to me. Like he's on a mission to accomplish something.
Something.
I don't know what. New directive. This is kind of his new
Directive.
His new directive. Well, it's kind of like a turning point from the chaos to purpose. Now he has purpose, right? And he is going to accomplish that purpose. That's what I think this track is going to be used for.
I think the last bit of this soundtrack seems a bit more predictable than the first half. The first half, we're trying to figure out the story. This last part, I think, is easier to predict. So we're kind of eye to eye on these last tracks.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think New Directive is, like you said, his new purpose that he's found within himself. And that's now what he's going to go do. Interesting little tidbit, like directive would be a nod to programming, rules and order. So the fact that it's like new directive, it's like new programming. Whether he's literally reprogrammed himself or he just has found new purpose, you know, and using new directive as the same thing. It's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
And then we move to our final one.
Our final track.
Out in the World.
Oh, this track is cool. I like this track so
Really
much.
nice.
This feels, oh man, it's like a soft release of tension. We've had all these really dark, heavy synth percussion based tracks, and this one is much lighter. You kind of have these shimmering synths going through it. Yeah, really, really cool track. I like this. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I like the shimmering, those arpeggiators, really creating that like expanse. Like, ooh,
Yeah.
wow, what's going on here? And then I love that bass kind of dung 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 dung
Yeah,
dung
yeah.
dung dung dung. That start coming in. Yeah, just such a mood setter here.
Yeah.
Full of
And it
personality.
feels very spacious, right? I mean, the title of the track is Out in the World. And so having the track that feels very spacious very fits the name of the track.
It's a short piece, but I think it's going to serve, a very specific little scene.
Yeah.
In which case, your guess?
I mean, we technically have one track left that we're not reviewing, so we can assume that one is the credit scene, and this one's kind of the final scene before the credits. Is
I would assume the same, yes. Since these are all in appearance order.
Yeah, so I think that being said, this is kind of the resolution to this whole film, right? It's our emotional closure. Again, don't really know what the film's about, but I think this is kind of him becoming free. And now he's kind of out in the world. Nobody really knows who he is, and he's kind of free to just exist. I could be wrong, but that's kind of...
I'm close to that. I'm going to be like a slight variation, though, so we'll see who's closer. I'm going to be like very specific. I tell you what, I have an exact image of the scene in my mind. You have this signifying, yes, out in the world, I'm free. But then she or somebody there is like, what will you do now?
Yeah.
And then she or he or whoever says, will we ever see you again? He hops on his motorcycle and goes, probably not. And he goes on his motorcycle. That's my guess.
I'm going to laugh so hard if that's how this movie ends.
That's it.
Oh my gosh.
Like straight up like 80s, 90s, Will we ever see you again? Probably not. If you call, I'll answer.
Oh my gosh. So good.
Yeah. If the movie is as good as the soundtrack, then I have high hopes.
Yeah, so we'll see. Super, super excited for this movie to come out. Really interested to see how all these tracks fit into the story and into the film. They're claiming that this is one of the best movie soundtracks of all time. So, what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. And let us know if you have any theories different than ours.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, give us your guesses. And then when we give the final reaction after we watched it, we'll see.
Team Blue!
Team Red. Team Red.
Hope you like this content. If you like it, subscribe. Really helps us out. And until next time, cue the score.
Cue the score.
Cue the score. Cue the score.
Bang, bang, boom. Out.
Sweet.
Mission accomplished.